VCR Party Life. VCR Party Life. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they found. VCR Party Life. VCR Party Life. Melinda's.
Welcome to VCR Party. Yes, this is the show where we watch 10,000 plus VHS tapes from our office in Brooklyn and ones people have sent in. And I'm at home. Joe, you're in Jakester's basement in a slightly different aspect ratio.
Yeah, because my computer died. My computer died this morning, and I have no idea what to do. So I'm on Zoom on my iPhone, and it could die at any minute. But I'm not going to be contributing anything today. This is the first show ever where I'm just going to be in the peanut gallery. I'm just going to be here making comments and telling you guys what you did wrong. And
how is that different than a normal show? Is it
well, because normally I contribute stuff.
Right,
I feel like
right.
The fact that I'm not going to be contributing anything, I feel like this is going to be our lowest rated show of all time because I feel like I do the heavy lifting on this show.
No songer, no filth, any of the popular segments.
Today's not a songer day.
Right.
Next week is a songer week. So those are the rules that I abide by.
Yeah.
And but anyway, so yeah, I'm here on my iPhone.
And this happened right before the show. Yeah. So this will be kind of a weird episode. And we have George and Steve along here. And you'll be helping us out as well. We always like to start with a Found Footage Festival Classic. And because this is our last show before our 4th of July, I have a patriotic one queued up.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
All right, this is from our patriotic medley, but I did an extended cut of it from the original tape. It's from a series called Toddler Tunes, and it's literally called Singing Babies. And in this rendition, they're doing Yankee Doodle. So
is this the guy who did Jingle Dogs and Jingle Cats?
Mike Spalla? No, but it does use similar like clutch cargo style technology. So take a look, everybody, and happy 4th of July.
Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni.
I think Spalla has a lawsuit.
You do? Because this is close to Jingle Cats technology here?
This is way too close. Yeah. He's using the same Jingle Cats technology here. Yeah, Spalla has a... I'm going to call Anderson.
The baby on the right is actually going to consume this fife at some point. Yeah. George is saluting.
Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dance.
I'll put my hand over my heart.
Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. There was Captain Washington upon a slapping stallion, giving orders to his men. I guess there were a
million.
Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy.
Okay, there they are, the Toddler Tunes.
What's the line with the girls be handy?
Yeah. So Yankee Doodle, I guess, was a bit of a player. I don't know.
Well, it sounds like he was handy with the girls.
It does, which is a weird thing for a baby to be singing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It is what it is. Right?
It also reminds me of that line in Ghostbusters 2 where he's like, I hear he likes the girls. Like, what is that? The ghost likes the girls?
Which line?
I hear he likes the girls from Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
the song. Yeah. Those lyrics reminded me of each other. What's everybody doing for Independence Day? Anything fun?
I'm flying to Los Angeles. I'm going to Los Angeles. I'm going to hang out with my wife, and we
at the Mac store getting the computer
That's
probably.
ultimately, honestly, that's all I can think about right now is that I'm going to be at the Mac store, and like I'm like the next 3 days of my life are going to be like computer stuff. Ugh.
So you weren't
It's not
100%
interesting to
focused
talk
on
about.
those singing babies? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. I was thinking about my computer, and I was thinking about things to complain about my computer, but that's the most uninteresting thing to talk about in a show as computer problems. So I'm going to avoid doing that during this show. I'll talk about other uninteresting things, but not computer stuff.
Okay. Steve, any plans for
I'm
4th of
going to
July?
be splitting my time between Rhode Island and the New Jersey shore. So a lot of hopefully good weather, a lot of beach time.
Fun. I will be in Wisconsin. George, what cemetery are you going to be hanging out at?
Well, I'm going to be going around beaches. I'm going to be looking for people in American flag themed bathing suits and reprimanding them harshly for disgracing the fabric of our nation.
That's true.
Before I ask Steve what his background is, George, your background is, I believe it is, I've got the old BO.
That is correct. That is correct.
From a video called Hygiene. What is it? Starting from square one on that one.
I think of it all the time whenever I can actually smell my armpits. I'm always like, I've got the old BO. Nick, can you cue that up?
It's caught in your wisps, huh? Yeah, I think I could find I think I can get Hygiene. What is it? But in the meantime, Steve, why don't you tell us about your background? Because I know you are sellout, Steve. You often have people pay good actual American dollars to get advertising that way.
It is. You know what happens? I wouldn't say a lot, but a number of different times is people just want to donate. They say, "Can we just donate? I don't have anything to do, but I love the work that you guys are doing." And
we have the best Melendez of all the Melendez.
Isn't it amazing? So this week it is for VCR Party Live, Willie's Garage, Saturday Morning Cartoons, and then of course Patreon. So that is the background.
Fantastic. Cool. That has all of our shows on.
Did they go anonymous?
This one did, but we have another who is going to be our 420 person. Ooh, I can look up their name, but I can give you. This isn't, like I said, the first time that this happened, but they just said, yeah, just throw up on the background.
Okay, cool.
Lovely. That's awfully nice. I do have the old BO queued up for you. This is from Hygiene. What is it?
Oh, you're asking me?
I'm hanging with the gang, and I want to be cool. Talking about dating, nice cars, and school. When I try to tell a joke and really knock them dead, they hurry up and leave from something else instead. I forgot to take a bath, and I got the old BO. Guess you have to say I'm not a Romeo. If I get myself clean, I won't hurt another nose.
Being clean and well-groomed gives you a head start.
Okay, we don't need to say the part.
Just ask him.
Well, look, he's confident now.
Oh, there's more raps?
No more raps, but yeah.
I want Melinda Mix just to do something with I've got the old BO. For some reason, that just like sticks in my head. I always think about that line. I've got the old BO.
And a lot of rappers now do the thing where they rap and sing. You kind of have to do both now. And he was way ahead of the game in terms of that. He rapped and sang, and it was all seamless.
Yeah, no, he did both perfectly.
That tape didn't, it's got like a big skip in it. You could tell then. I actually can't find. I would love another copy of it, like a clean copy, but it's the only one I've ever been able to find. So
I think I know where it is in the office.
Yeah, no,
you don't know where it is?
No, I do, but like the tape actually has skips in it. That's why it's
skip during the I've tried a number of VCRs and it just always skips there. So I want to like get a cleaner copy of that tape, but it's a hard tape to find. I think it was only we got that from a library in Memphis, I think.
It must be that somebody watched that part over and over and over again to hear I've got the old BO.
It's catchy. I don't blame them one bit.
Neither do I. Hey, we got some flying windows this week, courtesy of Reese from Australia. I got to be honest, I don't know if I've shown this one before. Actually, I did a cursory search to see. I don't think I have, but does Flying Windows from Jenny Craig sound familiar?
Yes, but
All right.
Everything sounds familiar at this point.
I mean, we got plenty more if that's the case, but I think these are worth revisiting if I have shown them before. But Reese from Australia with the Jenny Craig flying windows. Take a look. These look familiar?
No,
They are feathered.
They're feathered and they're raw dogs.
yeah, the raw dog done feathered.
Feathered
They're-
dogs.
They're
Bird dogs.
They're not bordered. they're feathered raw dogs.
Feathered dogs. I think we would just call them feathered dogs.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
know, these feathered dogs are pretty wild though. I mean, if you look at them, it's like they're tilting, they're overlapping, they're
FRDs. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, look at these.
Holy shit.
I mean-
look at that textured background.
I'd
too.
say
I
that
mean,
they're
like-
almost careless. I would say.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Would you say they don't play by the rules?
I would. Yeah. They're unprotected, flying around and every which way, and it's.
I feel like I don't trust those
I
flying
don't either.
windows.
I don't either.
Yeah.
We will continue
Okay.
this segment, and if that was repeated, I'm terribly sorry. But who doesn't?
I did have a celebrity bullshit
Oh,
corner
yeah.
ready to go, but my computer died. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it was a really good one, but I'm gonna play it next week.
Can we
and
guess?
Get my computer fixed. Yeah. Okay, so child actor was in black and white TV shows.
Okay, I'm gonna say Jay North.
Okay.
That's TV's Dennis the Menace.
Okay. We all know.
Okay, sorry.
Duh.
Go
I
with
didn't.
Butch Patrick.
Okay,
it's
Steve,
Jerry,
who do you got?
Jerry Mathers.
All right. Well, tune in next week, everybody.
Gotta wait a week. Yeah. I got this one. I've been looking for this one in the office. This one has a great cover, looking alive. It's a safety video. Any guesses as to who's in this? I don't have a clip queued up, but any guesses?
Max Headroom.
No.
Is he a celebrity? Is Max Headroom a celebrity?
Yeah, he's a virtual celebrity. Yeah.
Okay.
Played by Matt Frewer, so maybe that would be the celebrity.
Are you gonna play this one? Actually,
I don't have the clip queued up. No, because I thought
okay.
I thought right beforehand you had this as one of your segments.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Anybody else want to take a guess?
I'm gonna go with Don Johnson.
Okay.
Robert Bork.
Steve, take a look. Don Johnson
How did you do that, Steve?
and
dressed
Mean
the
Joe
dummy.
Green.
They dressed the dummy like he was in Miami Vice.
Miami Vice. Let's look. Is that it?
Wow.
Is that a Miami? Wow! Just based on the cover alone,
That's what I went with.
pink shirt, suit coat. Wow, yeah, and GM. I guess they could afford to get Don Johnson and Joe Green for their safety video. Wow.
I was gonna say Joe Green.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Joe Green.
It's state jingle time, and this time it's one that's near and dear to our heart. It's New York State.
Commonwealth, state, Commonwealth, state, jingles.
We all live in New York. Are there any? I mean, but we don't really watch TV anymore. So, are there any jingles though that you think should be on this list?
Rock away betting. Yeah.
That was
that should be
that
on
was
there.
that was definitely on a short list. Yeah, I should mention that we are trying to determine an official state jingle for every state in the union. We have this handy map you can fill out at our Patreon.com and
Nick, I thought you were gonna make wallet sized of that, so people could keep it in their wallets and they could just.
Yep, it's still in the works. I haven't printed those out yet, but
Yeah, those things don't happen overnight. That's
No.
like a 1 or 2 month process in order to get it wallet sized, right?
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, what happened is my computer broke right before I was about to print out those wallet sizers. So
It happens.
you're on
It
your own,
happens.
guys. But you know what you could do? The JPEG is up there on our Patreon. You could actually just shrink it down on your own and print out wallet sizers. And then you could fill out New York State, which is a lot of real estate to fill out for New York. I want to start with an honorable mention here because this one, I just feel like I didn't want to include too many New York City based ones. That's where we all live. It's like, it's bound to have some bias here, but there's one that I had to, so when I first moved to New York, I had a regular job. I was working at the Letterman show, and I had to get up, set my alarm, and I had watched New York One while I was getting ready. That's our local news station where they just kind of read you the news headlines for the day, the weather, all that stuff every 10 minutes. And when this commercial would come on, I would have to physically go into the other room and hit mute. And you'll see why.
The minute I walked into Sleepy's, I felt great. Their selection was enormous. Their mattress professionals took me exactly to the mattress.
And I would be rushing for the remote.
I shopped around department stores, other mattress stores, and there wasn't a place that had prices lower than Sleepy's. I have 60 days to live with my mattress, and if I don't like it, Sleepy's will come get it, and they'll make it right. No problems, no questions.
Trust Sleepy's for the rest of your life.
Oh, it would be in my head the rest of the day.
But look at the graphic of the guy with the mustache. He looks like a bargain bin Mario.
Yeah,
doesn't he?
Well, very patriotic.
Patriotic.
It was patriotic. Yeah.
Bargain bin Mario.
But it doesn't. It doesn't really. I mean, for the rest of your life, would you have the same mattress? I mean, I don't know if it works both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just they're trying to be clever, but it's too clever.
It's a little bit morbid too. It's just like you're gonna die. They're reminding us that we're gonna die.
Yeah, for the rest of your life.
Buy the mattress you will perish on.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like your body is gonna rot, on this mattress, like whether you like it or not.
For the rest of your life.
Whether you like it or not.
Yes. So honorable mention didn't make the cut, so not eligible to be voted on. Of course, you can go to patreon.com/Found Footage Festival and vote on your favorite. That'll be posted. The link will be posted just after the segment airs tonight. So let me start off with one from Lake George. What do you guys know about Lake George, New York? You ever been?
Never been.
I've been up there. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's a big lake up there, and I feel like it's kind of New York's Wisconsin Dells too. There's a lot of there's like water parks, and there's there's like a House of Wax. There's like Frankenstein's House of Wax there, and like it's got everything you want. Tons of great mini golfs there. So, but this is all, and fittingly, this is for a water park. I think we're experiencing a heat wave in New York this week. I mentioned to go to a water park, and I would like to go to this one. And the jingle is catchy. I think most people who grew up anywhere near this remember this jingle. For Water Slide World.
Water Slide World, I'm really crazy about your wild slides.
Wild, you bet.
Water Slide World, the #1 in family fun.
Fun, you bet.
I'm on a baby, gonna slide, slide, slide. Come on, a baby, gonna glide, glide, glide. Come on, a baby, gonna slide, slide, slide. Away, gonna glide down, fly, whirl around, touch the sky. Water Slide World.
Exit 21 off the Northway, I-87, 1/2 mile south of Lake George Village.
What do you think?
I like how Burger King snuck in there.
Yeah,
Burger King was like, "Hey, we're here too."
Yeah. Well, at participating Burger Kings, you can come in and get some discount for Water Slide World.
I think as far as jingles go, I think it was good, but I don't think it's as good as Sleepy's. I think Sleepy's and Rockaway Betting. Yeah. Do you include that in your? Are we going to see that today?
It didn't make my cut only because I only wanted to include one New York City based jingle. I wanted to spread it around the state, and I think the one that I included is more iconic for New York City than Rockaway Betting.
Okay.
So this next one comes from Buffalo area, and it's for a grocery store chain called Tops, a regional grocery store chain called Tops. Great jingle. I think you're gonna love it. This is gonna be a tough decision for everybody.
Tops never stops, saving you more. Tops never stops, look what's in store.
Tops is a spot for lottery, banking, money orders, photo processing, postage stamps, automatic tellers, photocopies, Western Union, utility payments, and more.
Tops
And you can also get groceries there, I guess.
never stops working for you.
Tops never stops, saving you more. Tops never stops.
Classic jingle,
like
right?
it.
Classic
like it.
jingle.
That's right up my alley.
So classic.
It's up your alley, Steve?
Oh yeah. They reached out to me directly.
We went up your alley a few episodes ago, didn't we?
No, that was Joe's birthday episode.
Sorry.
So, hey, by the way, Bank of Ireland in New York is not eligible. That obviously won the tournament. It can't be included as a state jingle. I thought it was just too much airplay for Bank of Ireland.
I don't need to hear that song ever again. So
Okay.
I'm 100% fine with
We're
that.
in agreement.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now let's take a trip to our neck of the woods, New York City, and this is such a classic jingle for people who grew up in New York City, and for one of the dumbest store names of all time. I bought an air conditioner there. Do you know what it's going to be?
JP Richardson and Sons.
Oh no, that's also a good guess. But it's Nobody Beats the Whiz.
Oh, I should have known.
Yeah. So here's Nobody Beats the Whiz. This is our local electronics store. It's
one of like 17.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, PC
stores.
Richards and Son is another one.
Yeah.
But this one was from 1982, and it was one of the first jingles, one of the only ones from this era that included like a rap beat to it. So I think it was ahead of its time.
Nobody beats the Wiz.
Don't miss the sensational Sharp Home Entertainment Sale at the Wiz. Every Sharp VCR, rack system, portable microwave, and TV is on sale during the sharpest Columbus Week sale ever. Nobody beats the Wiz on this Sharp VHS VCR with wireless remote unreal at $288. On the Sharp high-tech 19-inch color TV with remote unstoppable at $299. On the Sharp AM/FM cassette breakaway, unbelievable at $47.
Nobody beats the Wiz. Nobody beats the Wiz.
The Sharp Columbus Week sale now at all 11 Wiz stores.
Nobody beats the Whiz. Nobody beats the Whiz.
Exactly. That's going to be the winner because like that transcended jingles. Like that moved from jingles into like hip hop and into popular culture and into music. Like,
Even
right?
Seinfeld.
Yes, Seinfeld. Yeah, what was the Seinfeld reference?
Yeah, she starts dating the Wiz, like one of the guys who Elaine dates him.
The crown
and by the way, the store wasn't called The Wiz, and the jingle was Nobody Beats the Wiz. The store was called Nobody Beats the Wiz, which is just a mouthful. Like, I'm gonna go buy an air conditioner at Nobody Beats the Wiz. So stupid.
For this particular state jingle thing, I'm rooting for something upstate, but I don't think you can beat the Wiz.
I agree. I mean, it's in the name, but and
Nobody-
also
yeah.
you mentioned how it transcended. Yes. Biz Markie in 1987. So the jingles 1980, 81, 82. Biz Markie, and I think his first or second album had a song called Nobody Beats the Biz that sampled Nobody Beats the Wiz.
One of the places every day that I'm performing in the show is little kid up.
Nobody beats the Wiz. 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 Nobody beats the Wiz.
Nobody beats the Wiz.
So cultural impact. I mean,
I knew Nobody Beats the Biz before I knew Nobody Beats the Wiz. I think only people in New York who are born and raised. We were born and raised in Wisconsin, but we listened to Biz Markie. We knew that version before we knew the commercial version. So
all right. So, but we'll see if there's anything that can unseat it. I think it might be this commercial from Rochester, New York, but it's for a beer that was distributed regional, Genesee Cream Ale in particular. And they kind of had a nature and outdoors themed ad campaign. I had never heard this until people started sending in New York State jingles, and I think this one might be a personal favorite.
If doing things different is your style, Genesee Cream Ale is your brew.
Our friends thought we were crazy to live on a boat instead of a house.
But where do they all show up on the weekend?
Next time that you're thirsty, make Jenny Cream your brew. The taste is something different. It's smoother drinking too.
I like it, 'cause there's nothing like it.
It's different.
Genesee Cream Ale.
I like it. I mean, it kind of takes you places. It's similar to Bank of Ireland in that it just kind of has a bunch of different. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, this could possibly win the tournament just like out of nowhere, this Genesee could possibly win the tournament just based on that stupid jingle. But like when I was watching, I was like, are they doing like a Swiss Family Robinson kind of a thing? Like, are they like
living on the sailboat?
They're ditching their lives and they're gonna like, I don't know if that was the premise of the movie, but
people thought we were crazy when we decided to live on a boat, but
exactly.
But we're drinking ourselves to death here, and it's great.
We got a shitload of beer, and we're gonna go live on a boat.
They do make it look refreshing. Like, look at those frosty suds right there.
I mean, that's the director. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, the director just nailed that beer shot.
Let's listen to one more time.
Okay.
All right. This is just the money part of it.
Taste is something different. It's smoother drinking too.
I like it, 'cause there's nothing like it.
It's different.
Genesee Cream Ale.
Wow.
It's different.
It's different.
It seems like you want to say like it's cool or like it's
right.
better than what you are. It's saying it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
So just to recap, we've got Water Slide World and Lake George. We've got Tops Never Stops from Buffalo. We've got Nobody Beats the Whiz from New York City. And then we got Genesee Cream Ale from Rochester. Where would you go right now, Joe?
I mean, I would do Rock Boy Betty. Yeah, I feel like you really missed the boat on that to not include that.
I mean, Nobody Beats the Whiz. I don't know. I just,
Well, that's where I was going to go next. Is Nobody Beats the Whiz is so iconic and it just permeates jingles and like that's got to be the one. That's got to be the one for New York State. And I know that people upstate are not going to like hearing that. But that's what it's got to be.
George, what do you think?
It's between Nobody Beats the Whiz and Genesee Cream Ale, and I gotta say, I wonder if it's because I find the little old-timey windows in the back of the boat so cool looking. Like, I think that's swaying me more than the jingle. So it probably should be Nobody Beats the Whiz, because I should not go based on the watercraft featured in the advertising.
Yeah.
That should not play into state jingles.
Steve, you're somebody who's been known to enjoy a fresh cream ale. What do you think?
Well, I was between Tops and Genesee. To both of them, I'm just going strictly for the music, but ultimately Genesee is going to do it for me. And maybe it is the visuals that pushed it over the edge.
It could be that it's summer too, and they're on a boat, and it's like summer out. It looks like a place you'd want to be. I think I would go Nobody Beats the Whiz just because of the pop culture saturation, but we'll leave it to you.
I mean, if we're going to put it up on Wikipedia, it feels like they wouldn't take it down if we put that up. You know what I mean?
They'll take it down either way, but yeah.
It put us on the map jingle wise. It's like one of the godfathers of jingles, really.
And early hip hop too, because it's kind of got a rap beat to it. So I don't know. But we'll let you decide. Let us know what you think at patreon.com/foundfootagefestival. The link is up now. You can also put links to all those so you can rewatch them. And let us know. We'll announce next week which one won, and we'll get to changing the Wikipedia, and you can fill out your handy dandy state jingle map in regular or pocket-sized form.
State jingles.
All right, it's time for us to take a look at some nice things. I'm not going to be able to contribute anything, so I'm just going to sit here and watch, but here's nice things.
So last week I showed a clip from V: The Final Battle, a 1984 miniseries that traumatized me.
V: The Final Battle.
So I tracked down the alien baby from the miniseries to this man, and he told me, as you saw last week, that while his is an original, it may not have been the one used in that scene because the other one was probably a puppet. The next day, we got an email from Ben Z, who said he was going through some photos, and he found this picture, which jumped out at him. He'd taken it at the Hollywood Museum. He just happened to be, he wasn't looking for it. The photo just jumped out. Just as I feared. The day after that, we got, Ken Reed tweeted a photo of himself with the V baby. And
he gave us dollar bill, by the way. Ken Reeves,
Oh.
comedian in Boston.
Okay, and a great photo of himself with the V baby. And according to the Hollywood Museum Facebook page, the V baby is in their lobby, and I'm not sure it's still like a puppet. It still looks like it might just be a solid piece, but I don't love the idea that these are all over the place. I don't know about.
Well, Joe, you and I, we went to the Hollywood Museum at our last LA stop, and we went to see Pee Wee's Bike there, and we just walked right past the V baby. I think we just totally missed it.
It's almost like it didn't mean anything to us.
Didn't traumatize us the way it did, George. But apparently, George, you were not alone. If all these other people are getting photo ops with it there.
Yep.
All right. Well, that is a nice thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a nice thing. All right. Do you have closure now from the V baby?
No, only when I'm murdered by it will I have achieved closure, and as will all viewers.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Last week I was in Ocean City, New Jersey, but I also stopped in Wildwood, New Jersey, and Wildwood is like, I don't know, sort of I don't want to say trashier, but it's the more commercial cousin to Ocean City, New Jersey. It's got a bigger boardwalk. It has alcohol, and we showed, I don't know, maybe like 6 months ago, we showed clips from a documentary called Wildwood, New Jersey, where they interviewed mostly young women on the boardwalk about what they thought. And the filmmakers got in touch and said, hey, they have a new film coming out. Thanks for showing clips from Wildwood, New Jersey. And they wanted to let people know that they have a photo prints from that shoot in the early 90s from the boardwalk available on their website, which I'll put up now. But here's a reminder of why that documentary is so great.
You can come up on the boardwalk and just meet somebody like that, in a split second. And like, it can turn into a serious relationship, like me and Jana. Because it's different. I met her a couple of weeks ago, but we hooked up tonight together, and like, I'm probably gonna be with her for the rest of the summer.
It's different every night.
You never know what's going to happen.
It's different. You can stay together forever, or it's different.
Well, that's the thing where we live. Everybody's got their nails done. So I have to have mine done. You got to be with the fling, you know? You got to do what you got to do. But it doesn't, and they're all fake.
They are?
Yeah.
There was 2 people just a couple weeks ago that ended up dying because they got beat up. They were drunk, they got beat up, they passed out, and they were thrown into a pool.
They were thrown into a pool.
Dave! Dave! Dave!
Dave! That's a little bit from Wildwood, New Jersey.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
And it's so good. You never hear the filmmakers. It's just all like verite stuff. And it's available. You can stream it for free through July 2nd on lecinema.club.com. So le, like French, lecinema.club.com.
LES?
LE. LEcinemaclub.com. And the photo prints, which are cool, they help fund their new document, and that's at nooneaskedyoudoc.com. No one asked you doc.
Are you taking like some money or something? Like, are you getting some sort of commission for this?
No, but we showed their clips and didn't really promote the movie, and so I felt obligated to give them a little plug here.
Did you get yelled at? You got hollered at. You got in trouble.
I didn't. They just
you got in trouble, and they're like, "Hey, you better say this thing."
That's what it is. I got hollered at. No,
you got hollered at. Yeah,
I didn't. They just commented. They commented on Instagram and said, "Hey, we got a new movie coming out. Thanks for showing our clip." And so I just thought I would give them a free plug.
I thought it was like the time when you were a little kid. You were looking underneath the stalls at a mall, and an old man to see if there were nobody in the stall. And then the old man said, "Pervert." I thought this was a pervert moment for you where you got in trouble and you had to apologize.
That's right. That's actually what they commented on our Instagram posting of their clip. They said, "Pervert." I was like, all right, I'll give you a plug. No, I thought it was a nice thing. And it's, I love their movie.
I still haven't watched it yet, but I want to watch it so badly because I love it so much already. What year is that? What year is that movie?
I think it's 93. So it seems earlier, but it seems like an 80s thing, but I believe it's early 90s. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm excited about that. Yeah. I'm going to watch it.
All right. Another one we got was this is Chris. Oh wait, I guess this is a nice thing. Chris wrote in and said, I don't know if it counts as a nice thing, but I was watching the show Very Scary People, The Iceman on HLN. All right, well, right there. All right.
What?
He said, yeah.
What, Lorraine?
Chris said he was watching a show called Very Scary People on HLN. Headline news.
We all did.
It's about killer Richard the Iceman Kuklinski. They kept showing clips from Larry King Live with a guy who had interviewed the Iceman and written a book about him. He looked and sounded familiar, and it was driving me nuts. And then it hit me. I'd seen him before on your show. So let me show Let me show you a little bit of what he was thinking of there, and will you determine if this is a nice thing or not? So first of all, this is the man he saw on that HLN show about the Iceman.
I know that name.
Philip Carlo.
I know this guy.
He's written a book called The Iceman: Confessions of a Mafia Contract Killer, and here's where you might know him from. So take a look.
With me in the studio is the Dark Lord Blood, who is a seventh-generation satanic worshiper, and also an author, Philip Carlo, who has just recently finished writing a book on this subject and has researched the subject of satanic rituals.
And this kind of knife is being sold for that reason. There's something called an MDM.
But it's also being sold for healthy reasons.
Man, what's healthy about selling a knife that's
So it hit Chris that he had seen him clapping at Dark Lord Blood before, and his brain made that connection.
Wow. I mean, because Philip Carlo didn't even look like that Philip Carlo.
I
He
know.
didn't look like the same one. All right, Chris, I tip my hood to you. Nice work.
Exactly. He looks more like like a Howie Mandel here than he does, the one that.
How could you possibly? Yes, exactly. How could you possibly make that connection?
I don't know.
I guess yeah.
Well,
right.
astute, nice thing there. George, did you have one more nice thing?
Yeah, if you thought that was a long walk. Well, last week, Joe asked Steve and I why we were always muted during the show. You remember this?
They always hit their mute buttons. I think that's a problem, because then we ask them a question, you have to wait like 15 seconds until they unmute their things.
Well, while we were filming, there was a reason why I had muted, and that was because there was a biker funeral at the normally sedate funeral home next door to me, and there were bikers and cops everywhere.
Wait. Is that photo of your next door neighbor? Like, is that your neighbor?
That's the funeral home next door. That's the funeral home next door.
Is that apartment complex to the right? Is that your place?
It's behind it is one of the buildings of my little area.
I'm just trying to set the scene here. Okay.
Right.
All right.
And it was really loud, and I forgot to mute at during the IMGs. Listen.
IMG 3881. It has 40 views.
So you could hear that, right?
Yeah.
But earlier I just walked out my front door, and there was a rowdy group of pagan motorcycle people in pagan motorcycle club jackets. I just turned around, went right back inside. But I did notice that at the top there was the 1% symbol, which VCR Party Live viewers should remember.
Wait.
The 1% symbol is derived from a statement by the American Motorcycle Association that 99% of the country's motorcyclists belong to the AMA and are law-abiding individuals. The 1% symbol has thus become the mark of the outlaw bike rider.
So I forgot to ask if any of them had like purple or green wings. I just went right back inside. I get inside. I get a text from my drummer, Matt, with this photograph. He says, "Do you recognize this building?" And I said, "No." And then he sent me this. It's Pat's Chili Dogs today. He passed by it. Here's the commercial.
Pat's Dogs! Pat's Chili Dogs! Pat's Dogs! Pat's Chili Dogs!
So now, before it was Pat's, it was it's now a cash for gold shop, but he told me it had been all sorts of things. That before it was Pat's Chili Dogs, it had been a Jack in the Box that had closed in 1973 after a person in the drive-through lane was killed by a member of the Pagan Motorcycle Club.
Whoa. We're through the looking glass, George.
The Pagans with the apostrophe S. right?
Yes. We definitely want to make fun of the pagans. I was reading about them on Wikipedia, and they love being ribbed.
Exactly. But do they not understand apostrophes, or do they think that you should say something in the
you should ask
Bible?
them. Okay. But then
1% of the population that doesn't care about
That's right. And I was wondering why. Then I saw the other patch, and I'm like, why does this look familiar? And it turns out it's from page 3 of the backup story from the October 1963 issue of Journey into Mystery 97. Otherwise not a notable comic book, except that it was one of the first old comic books I ever bought and was drawn by my personal hero, Marvel Comics creator Jack Kirby. But all in one very brief span of time, VCR party, my life, everything converged. But that photo of what had been Pat's chili dogs is a nice thing. But how's that for a long walk in many different directions?
Long walk, nice thing. All long walks are nice things. That's the thing. How did you link up the image from the pagans with the apostrophe S image to the Marvel comic? Like, I don't even know how you would research that.
I knew it looked familiar, and the art style looked familiar, and then the Googling.
Well, like Googling, I get it. Like you're typing words, but like an image is just like
Google pagan logo,
He used the VIN number, Joe. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, I went up to the bikers. I asked them, "Sir, could you tell me your VIN number?"
You got all their VIN numbers.
I'm doing some research.
Is that apostrophe to warn you that the S is coming up, or why did you? All right, that's nice things, everybody.
Now it's the point of the show where we show you.
Oh wait.
Now is the point of the show where we show you how to watch cyber videos on the internet.
Bob Hedges sent me one that, boy, he's just a wealth of great material. This is a a Las Vegas commercial that doesn't really have a jingle, but I thought it was worth showing. It's I guess it's for a jewelry company, and it involves Bucky the watchdog.
Look, at the riverside. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Bucky the watchdog.
And here comes Bucky. He's coming in for a landing, and he's caught by the watch girl. And here's Bucky the watchdog, the watch girl, and even Elvis. And the four of us are here to protect you from evil high prices in the world's largest watch store, the Watchman at the Riverside Resort. Over 20,000 watches, all under $20. Folks, this is an experience you can't miss. The Watchman at the Riverside Resort, open daily at 10 a.m.
Do you know who that is?
The Watchman?
Yeah, that's Ray Lindstrom, the guy who ran the 900 line commercials.
No,
he also is the Watchman. He owned after 900 lines. He opened the watch store. There are many funny videos of the Watchman.
And you have his book now, right? He sent you a copy of the book.
Yes.
Whoa.
Wow.
Well, that probably goes into what you've got for your cyber video this week.
But wait a second, I want to talk more about this guy though. Like this, he likes to make money. Like that's his thing, right? Like he's driven by making money.
Yes.
Like, he loves to make money so much. And the thing I was most impressed by with that video was how great his microphone was. I feel like he got a really great microphone because you could hear
very directional.
Every smack of the lips. Like you could hear everything in that. But anyway, George, yeah. So you know this guy. Like,
yeah, we're best friends. Yeah, he. Last week I showed 2 900 lines of this guy, E. David Scott, and so that's how I found Ray Lindstrom there, not in his Watchman garb, but he sent me his book.
But by the way, this isn't planned, right?
No, I didn't know that was Ray Lindstrom. No.
Okay. And George, you didn't know that Nick was going to play this, right?
No.
This isn't like a segue.
We don't plan things that well.
No. Have you seen the rest of the episode? Anyhow, but he has a great chapter in this book about 900 lines, and it includes, if you like Morton Downey Jr., Jessica Hahn, and Bob Denver, this is the book for you. I'm telling you.
I like all three.
If you like E. David Scott, there's not a lot of information about him. So the search goes on, and that's how we dovetail into part 4 of 1-900. What? Now this guy, we're going to meet a new character. His name isn't given, but he is the master of line reading.
If you want to know when you're going to die, call this number. Let me repeat. If you want to know when you are going to die, call this number. You'll be asked some simple questions. Just answer them by pushing the buttons on your touch-tone phone. Then you'll hear the answer. You may or may not like it. Call now, just $1.95 per minute.
Wow, what a pro.
How much time is left in your life? Do you have the courage to call?
And it says for people 25 to 65 without a chronic illness. So there's like this veneer of like actuarial sciences of like
guessing your weight at the carnival kind of thing.
So it's like that. But he dispenses with all pretense in the follow-up commercial.
Where will you go when you leave the earth? You've thought about it, haven't you? Where will it be? Up there? Or, ooh, you know where. Would you like to know? If you would, we'd like you to take a test. Just call this number. Answer questions with your touch-tone phone. Our higher authorities will compile your score and give you the answer. Just $1.95 per minute, under 18 get permission. Where will your final destination be? Call now and find out.
Yeah, and that's just two more classics from Ray Lindstrom's company.
Cost me $17 to find out I'm going to hell. All right.
And I'm going tomorrow.
All right, Steve, you've been collecting athlete commercials. Are you continuing in your Jock Shams series?
I am. And this one, actually, the athlete does a pretty good job. It's just a terrible script. And he's put in with the owner of the company. And that's when you always know it's going to ultimately lead.
That's why these are so good, is because it's like bad copywriting mixed with bad acting. That's why these are so good.
I love the way this one ends. This one's from Nathaniel Metz. And the player's name is David Irving. He is a football player, and he was with the Cowboys, but just signed with the Raiders. So
this is hard-hitting car wreck lawyer Ben Abbott. And if he was a pro football player, he'd be defensive tackle David Irving.
Ben, I know you've helped thousands of people who've been hit and hurt in a car wreck. And you're the winningest attorney in the state of Texas for the past 10 years. But comparing yourself to me, you've got some pretty big shoes to fill.
Do you mean like these?
What? I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
He's shocked that he has his shoes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did he have his own shoes? Was it like a magic trick? Like, oh, are these your shoes? Like,
but still, he wouldn't be able to fill them. There's no way that guy is stepping into those sizes.
But were they bigger shoes than what he was used to?
I would imagine.
Steve, I'm asking you.
I would imagine yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna put George on it to find out his shoe size. That'll be one of his detective.
I like the jingle on that one too, Steve.
I did. Yeah, that's why I let it play out to the end.
Good pick. All right, Joe, what do you got for IMGs?
Nothing. Jack squat. I got nothing because my computer died. So what I'm gonna ask, George, we talked about this. This is the 1 year anniversary of can we play the jingle first?
Yep.
Can we do the IMG? Let's do that right now.
Chicken. Electronic video transmission uploaded with no intention. Harvested semi-ethically. Welcome to IMG.
Okay, so this is the 1 year anniversary of the Taco Bell game. And this for me is what really solidified IMGs. Like, this is what got me really excited about IMGs. Is like these kinds of videos actually exist. And I feel like we should watch it and remember it. And I feel like it should have been the number one video of 2020. All
right, let's roll it, George.
Here it is. This is so good. Watch this.
I have, as you guys can see, this is a Taco Bell icons that are all around the board. Taco Bell has graciously given me permission to use their trademark icons.
Where are you going to put it?
Can you pause, George, please? Wait, Nick, pause your sip too. Nick, pause your sip. There we go. What are you guys watching right now? Are you guys watching the right side of the screen, or are you guys watching the left side of the screen?
Up until the last one, I was on the right, but when he said Taco Bell is graciously giving him the right, I went right back to him.
George?
I was trying to see who he was trying to impress with the Taco Bell rights.
So you're watching him,
yeah,
the guy in the peach colored.
I don't feel right looking at the people canoodling on the right.
Yeah, it's a little unsettling. Nick, what about you? I
was watching the canoodlers.
Okay.
All right, keep it going, George.
Still be frozen. You're supposed to still be frozen.
All right.
He's a canoodling man.
Yeah.
People. This one is the focus is money skills. So you can see we have a menu here. When we land on it, I'll have things for you to do. These are really beautiful pictures. Here's an old Taco Bell menu from 1972. You guys remember Taco Bell back then, right?
Yes. We do.
So I'll be right back. I forgot one of my things, okay?
Oh, and the greatest ending.
He had their attention. He had their attention, and then he had to leave.
Did we discuss the huge clock? I never noticed that giant alarm clock.
To talk about the
Take me to the sea.
But listen, that's what's so great about this video. This is why it should have been the winner of the 2020.
It's a VHS based show. I think the VHS clip won, but this was the best
but
IMG certainly.
was different because we were in a pandemic and we had to find a new way to find new videos. This thing had 7 views, but that's what makes it so great is that it's so layered that you didn't even notice the clock. I had no idea that clock had even existed until George just said it.
But you got a painting of the goddamn thing, so you can really study it.
The kissing scene.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I stop sharing this?
Yes, absolutely. That's Cyber Videos and one of the greatest IMGs of all time. Well, next week, we've got some exciting stuff coming up. Oh, first of all, for those on Patreon, yesterday I posted one songer's opinion, which I'll just give you a little tease of what that looked like. This is, of course, Daniel Songer, the universally hated internet comedian that Joe's only allowed to play once a month.
I don't get why I can play his video once a month, but you can do a Songer bit.
Not part of the show. Not part of the show. It's a separate thing on Patreon that you can choose to ignore. That's why it's different. Same reason you said you didn't want Alf on the show. I took it to my own show. I'm playing by your rules. Calmer than you.
It's different. It's different.
Here's the thing. I'm not complaining because I do actually love you. I love your Songer bits.
I'm playing by the rules here.
I think you do a great. I think you have the best Songer impression. And I'm excited about your Songer bits going forward.
This is a mashup of One Kid's Opinion, the Disney World Review, and Daniel Songer, the internet comedian. So that's any level of Patreon, you get that if you join now. And we got shows too, like real live shows coming up too. July 11th, we're at the VHS Fest at the Mahoning Drive-In, which is close to between Philly and Pittsburgh, kind of.
Yeah, I'm kind of at the point where I forgot that this whole show started as a live show. I'm just like, oh, this is just an internet show that we've always done. No, we actually stood up in front of audiences before, and I've completely forgotten about that. But I'm excited to do that because we're going to do tape trading classics and show some of our best from that. I want to, we got to figure out a way to get Martin Carlton there. He's not that far. Maybe we can get him to go. I don't know.
I'll give him a call, actually. Yeah, Martin Carlton, the stunt special guy, jumps from one tree to the other tree. Maybe
that was a tape trading. That was a tape trading classic.
Yeah,
we got that from David Cross, actually.
I assume we'll go to his neck of the woods near Columbus and do that at some point too. So if he can't make it there, but yeah, let's try it. And then July 21st.
Let's just ask him. Ask him. Can you come and show up and jump from one tree to another?
July 21st, we're at the Bell House in Brooklyn. So if you want to come there. That's going to be a fun one too. EP mode this week, we're going to be watching this tape. It's the religious tape we played on Religious or Canadian in our Raccoons episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons. This is the Gospel According to St. Bernard. And it's a weird Christian kids video involving a Christian dog. I think I've said enough. Anything to add to that, Joe?
I can't wait. Like,
I hope your
I can't
computer. I hope your computer is back for a TGI Fry MGs on Friday too. That's been a fun series.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't know. I hope so too. But like, I'll figure it a way.
Okay.
The thing is, like, we could always not do these things. Like this week, my computer died, so I could be like, hey, let's not do a show this week. Let's not do an EP this week. But guess what? We do. We persevere. I'm going to sit back here in the peanut gallery. I'm not going to contribute anything, but we still persevere. That's how good we are. What I'm doing is I'm tooting our own horn right now. And
Yes.
I was expecting applause from everybody.
I think they were at home.
George and Steve.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, we were on mute.
Yeah, they were
Okay.
muted. George has a biker funeral happening outside.
Okay.
Ross from St. Louis has occasionally done mashups, and he did one involving McSee, the McDonald's training video that started our whole collection, with the theme from MacGyver. I think it's a wonderful thing to go out on. But until next time, we'll be right back right after that.
And if we had been prepared, we could have done better.
Everybody's a puppet when they're dead.
Oh, for Over the Top.
When we return, Dr. Sellner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it. Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
My nose isn't for yuck anymore.
That's all I'm doing. Cheerio.
Tinkerbell!
Cool.
In 8.
We'll be right back right after that.
And Kurt Polster, the real great guy.
Nice.
Rockaway Betty, yeah.